Good morning. Welcome to day 22 of reading through the Bible in a year. Today we read Genesis 30 and 31, all about Rachel and Leah. So I wanted to share one piece before we get into today's God shot. It says, when Leah gets pregnant again, she thinks it's God's reward for sharing her servant with Jacob. But chapter 30, verse 17 just says, God heard her cries. She didn't earn a baby through good behavior. She sinned and misunderstood God's ways, and still God heard her desires and responded with a yes. I am someone who really struggles with perfectionism, and that translates a lot in my relationship with God. And I'm working on that and seeing that, like, even in one, it's impossible to be perfect. And two, even in your sin and in your mess ups, like, God's God and He has good plans. All right, to today's God shot. It says, remember when Leah manipulated Rachel and Jacob in order to sleep with Jacob? Then praised God for her pregnancy. Remember how Jacob manipulated the breeding processes and praised God for his abundance? Maybe your sense of right and wrong is starting to kick in, but let's look past that to see what we can about God here. He is kind to sinners. That's good news because that's all of us. Luke 6:35 says, He is kind to the ungrateful and the evil. Does God hate sin and injustice and ingratitude? Absolutely. But today we see His mercy. Today we see His kindness and His provision for the flawed kids He's adopted into His family. We've been adopted by a kind Father, and He's where the joy is. Hope this was encouraging. I'll see you guys tomorrow.